Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into the world of SELLAS Life Sciences and digging into their recent filing. We'll see if their stock is truly selling or if they need to invest in a better sales pitch. If you enjoy taking a peek behind the curtains and understanding the inner workings of a corporation, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description for people to discuss investing and finance. Today we're looking at a Form 8K, which is basically a snapshot of important events that a company wants to announce to its investors. In this case, this report describes the results from their annual stockholders meeting that happened in June of 2025. So let's jump into what happened at the SELLAS Life Sciences Group meeting. The main thing to note here is that stockholders, which are part owners of SELLAS, came together to vote on some pretty important decisions. Decisions such as who gets to be on the board of directors and whether they agreed with some of the company's key strategies. First, it's key to understand a majority of shares were present and accounted for, which means enough people voted for the results to be legitimate. That's also why a lot of these numbers are so high. The first proposal was about electing people to the board of directors, which is like the leadership council of the company. Stockholders re-elected some people to be on the board, specifically 3 members for a term expiring at the 2028 annual meeting. For Angelo Stergio, over 36 million votes were cast in favor, but about 7 million were withheld. Withheld means somebody voted but didn't express support for the candidate. John Varon had a similar result with about 36.6 million votes in favor and 6.8 million withheld. The high withheld votes compared to the overall votes could suggest shareholders have some disagreements with the board. The second proposal asks stockholders to agree with the choice of Baker Tilly as the company's accounting firm. This is important because the accounting firm makes sure that the company's financial statements are fair and honest. A really large number of people are in support of this, saying, yes, this seems to be the right firm. The third proposal was about increasing the number of shares available for sale under the company's Employee Stock Purchase Plan, or ESPP. This allows employees to buy company stock, often at a discount. This proposal says that they want to increase the number of available shares. In this case, a good number of people were in support, but there was a noticeable amount of votes against this increase. So not everyone was in agreement with this proposal. The fourth proposal was a non-binding vote on executive compensation, basically, whether the stockholders think the top executives are being paid fairly. While some supported the plan, there was significant opposition which could signal that shareholders are unhappy with the executive pay offered by the company. Proposal 5 concerns the frequency of these executive compensation votes. Shareholders were asked in a non-binding advisory way when they should have this vote again. Most shareholders preferred an annual vote, so they have a way to quickly oppose or reject executive compensations if it's unreasonable. The sixth and final proposal was about whether to allow the meeting to be adjourned or paused to gather more votes if needed on the other proposals. More than half of shareholders voted for, while the other half was against. Overall, it seems that a majority of shareholders voted yes on the key proposals in the shareholders meeting, while keeping a watchful eye that there remains an appropriate balance between executive benefits and shareholder value. Now, looking at these results more broadly, SELLAS is navigating a complex landscape. The company seems to have shareholder support, but the significant withheld votes and opposition to certain proposals are definitely warning signs that things might be smooth on the surface level. The executive compensation votes were also close enough to suggest there are some deep disagreements happening behind the scenes, and that's something to keep in mind. Alright, that's our breakdown of SELLAS's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time. See you soon.